Early morning stream. Thank you. Trying to hold a conversation with my good friend Will and Sharon. We're doing it again, Will. Practicing how to be a entertainer slash gamer, and it's hard to do it when you don't get a rest in between. Yeah. Yeah, the game that I'm playing now is a lot less stressful. It's a little bit more fun. Um, I'm just keeping an eye on the chat via Twitch, so that way I can see who's coming in and saying hello. I can tell who comes in, but there's like this short beep that beeps up, and I just say, "Welcome to the channel, folks," and just I hope you enjoy your stay. And then other than that, it's just the gameplay, just doing the demos, and just I guess I just gotta check whether I'm live or not. Hmm. You create content in the forms of conversations, but as far as creating content that is original, it takes it's a lot harder to create content. Oh, if I crave contact, yeah, I didn't hear you. If I crave contact, yeah, I actually do. I look for it like a hunter. Like I want to talk to someone, and then I just yeah. Connecting with people. Mm. Mhm. Right.
Engage with him. I think some of the conversation you had is very unrealistic. Like, hey, what's going on? I mean, in text chat, to answer what's going on, very superficially, you have to say,
Right.
oh yeah, everything's
I
fine.
think the conversation offline is what makes the connection more stronger, because that conversation isn't recorded most of the time. It's or
Right.
streamed. It's more like a one-on-one with the person you're connecting with. But other
Yeah.
than that,
It,
it's just two people in a chat and just
mm,
matching it up. But
it's really
um,
difficult to connect with a chat bot.
yeah, it is. It is very difficult. Your connection is done more offline when it's not being
Right.
streamed.
Mm. So the actual stream is like the honeypot. It kind of
Right.
like gives you a
To
chance to draw somebody in,
right.
and
And
then
then
if they, well,
oh. So
if
the
they
yeah
like the sound of your
the
voice,
stream the
go on.
stream the stream is the honeypot that draws people
Mm.
in, and
Mm.
then if the person you talk to is like, oh, he's interested enough to be drawn into another part of the stream, which is a text only Discord channel.
Mm.
The Discord, by the way, has the option to do video, so it's not just straight text, but it's um
Mm.
it's another way to communicate with your fans via a Discord channel.
Mm.
Oh,
Mm.
I died.
Do you think that need for contact ever gets satisfied in this way? Like, could
No,
you ever?
not in the game per se. This method, I think the contact is satisfied when it's done off of stream, but not a lot of people pursue the offline contacts. But
Right.
um,
That's what you're after. That's what ultimately you're aiming for.
yeah, I'm aiming for anyone willing to just be um, to be in touch, not just offline or online, just anybody willing to just to talk about other things besides just streaming. Even though
Mm.
we have the same ultimate goals of getting bigger and being popular or but the main goal is just to have fun and meet people. I mean that's what Hangouts was about back when we were learning how to use it,
Mm.
right? It was that, and people tend to get lost in this sea of competition of I need to stream more, I need to do this, I need to do that. Just enjoy the journey. Enjoy the journey of meeting new people. You know,
Mm.
look at the different types of games out there. I mean, when I stopped at PlayStation 2, I was shocked to hear all these newer games on the Xbox and PlayStation 3 and PlayStation 4. And instead
Mm.
of me going out and getting in it and entertaining myself or my family, I look for games that I've never seen before. And it's amazing that
Mm.
these people would invest so much time and energy in such a, a, a drawn out game.
Mm. Mm.
So yeah, so the draw for me is more like um, I want to see the newer games, and the way that I try to tend to attract people is I still play with the older games, and
Mm.
even though the game is like outdated, like 1996, or here in this example 1983,
Right.
it's about getting to know the Twitch streamer instead of watching the game. Sometimes the game is just there to attract people, to get people that maybe be familiar with the game or haven't seen it. But
Mm.
the ultimate goal is more like you have to get them to stay in the chat and start chatting. But a lot of times the chat bot in the Twitch stays
Mm.
blank, so it's just you talking to yourself for a very long time, or you talking to yourself while people just listen and what they call lurk. So
Mm.
so yeah, when you have a friend like you, and I'm actually putting my channel at risk when I have someone that I'm not sure that would behave and say a particular words that would get me banned off Twitch. That's the like the risk I I take every time I put on a guest that I haven't interacted with. But I guess I understand that you and Colin, we've interacted before, and I'm thinking, oh, I think I can trust these guys well enough to know that they'll behave on my channel.
Yeah. I found Colin was cursing a lot
Oh,
before.
he was. I didn't correct him because I knew that I want him to feel comfortable to be in the channel, and I'll let him
Mm.
know, hey, we're gonna try to keep this channel rated G, but
Mm.
I'm sure he can turn it off and on easily. I want him to feel comfortable that his personality will shine out through Twitch, so that other streamers
Mm.
will say, who's this guy? So
Right.
so so when he created his own Twitch channel, he doesn't have to come as a persona of himself. He can
Mm.
create a persona that's maybe a pilot captain flying around the
Right.
airplane, right? You can do that,
Mm.
and then
Mm.
and it's just about developing that online persona. You can project yourself, or it's just an interesting mindset that what you could do with a Twitch online persona. So,
Mm.
um,
Mm.
uh, call, Colin, again, I think he would do well on Twitch because he doesn't take things seriously. He just wants to have fun, and people will see that. People will see that. Oh, here's this Twitch streamer that plays flight simulators, and he's having fun with it by pretending he's a Jamaican pilot. So I would definitely just watch that and try to interact. Like, where are we going? What trip are we taking? What's the heading?
Mm,
I mean, anything you can
yeah.
ask a particular pilot that maybe he can make up and say, I don't know, man. I just fly the plane. I don't tell directions.
Right, right.
So,
Have you seen that guy who does the train journey on YouTube? It's just like a never-ending train journey through like Siberia or somewhere like that.
no, I missed that one.
Oh, I'll try and find the link for you, but it's just like never-ending. But there's a whole community that's grown around this train ride,
Uh-huh.
and I'm pretty sure it's on a loop. I mean, it says on the video it's live,
It's not
but
a.
I'm not sure it's live. And there's a lot of people who hang out, and regular people every single day will go and just jump on the train
Ah,
and ride along and talk shit in the chat box. I think it's the same with a bar as well. When you go to a bar, you're not really going there. Well, some people are going there for the drinks, but lots of people aren't going for the drinks. They're going for the conversation. They
mm-hmm.
want to strike up a conversation with the barman.
Right,
And if the barman is not there, then often they'll have one drink and leave,
right.
which only proves that it's not the drinks that everyone's after. I think it's the same with Twitch, right? It's they want to know you and feel part of whatever it is you're creating.
Mm-hmm.
And
So
if you're there every single day at the same time, the same place, then
I
they know. It's a bit like me with that Movlogs thing. It's absolute trash watching, like real trash. But every day I know there's a new one. I know for sure if I go to YouTube, there'll be a new one for me.
right.
And I can burn 15, 20 minutes watching it.
So one thing I should do, one thing I would do is oh, that's not it. One thing I would do is to make things more interesting is I would run the Matrix screensaver on my game. So in order to do that, I have to change. I have to run VirtualBox,
You gotta
which
fire
is,
your virtual box.
yeah,
Get
it's a
your
bad
shit.
idea. So I'll be streaming and running VirtualBox, but that's the only reason why I wanted VirtualBox is to get that screensaver. So one
Right.
way to call it is Mario Matrix in the Matrix, and to kind of give it a different look and feel. Like, this is a 1983 game, but it has a 2000-year-old screensaver.
Uh, what you could do is fire up the virtual box and then record a video of the screen that shows
Oh,
the main screensaver.
that's a good
So
idea.
record out of the virtual box, stick it on your main machine, and then whenever you want the Matrix, you just play the video.
Ah, thanks. That's a better idea.
It'll save you firing up a virtual box. Not that it's such a big deal, but
Okay, let me see. How do I record it? I can record it using OBS to record a loop. Okay, I think. Oh, we got a person entering the chat. Welcome, new person. I think it's a new person. I'm not sure. But the reason why I know it's a new person is because the service I use kind of chirps when there's a new thingy that comes up, and it's usually when what it is, it's the Nightbot that's responding and doing automatic posts. So uh-oh. Almost I dropped my phone. I dropped my phone. I dropped my phone. Okay. So I never considered just recording a video of the Matrix code and just make it play as a loop. That's a good idea. I'm trying to
that's
figure out.
ultimately what you want.
Yeah. I'm trying to figure out how do I record it without stopping the stream, because I need the OBS recorder. Okay, let's do this. I can actually run 2 instances of VirtualBox. I can say yes. There you go, that's 2 instances. So let me show you what I'm doing. So update camera, commercial 1 to commercial 2. Okay. So I'm running 2 instances of VirtualBox. One is the one that's streaming, the other one is just a second OBS that's a second app. So what I could do is fire up VirtualBox on here and record the screensaver, but I don't want to do it now because I'm too exhausted.
Yeah, there's no hurry for it.
Yeah, so I'm gonna stop streaming right now because I just can't continue because I can't go longer than 1 or 2 hours of streaming because I just need time to rest. And
Good.
yeah, so I'm gonna just end it here. But before I end it, actually, I'm gonna send the people to another channel to raid them. So let me just see if this works. A raid. What it does is it takes the people from your channel who are watching and brings them to another channel.
Okay. Is anybody watching?
No. There's probably like a few people lurking, meaning they're just in the chat but they're not really saying anything. But what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna do what's called a raid. But hopefully the person that well, gonna raid is still there. So here we go. I think I spelled his name wrong. There we go. Okay, so it's gonna count down the raiders. Right now there's only 2 raiders. It's myself and whoever is watching.
Okay.
And then people will just be shocked with the raiders. So, but anyhow, I'm just gonna raid this one person that entered my channel earlier, and then they're just gonna get shocked by it. Here you go. And yep.
Was it?
There's no raid alert actually.
Was there double bar on this now?
Yeah, the S